It's always like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video, we are going to take a close look at the game console, the S8. So this thing comes with upgraded 512 games or something, 1020 milliamp battery, Connect TV. So it seems to be like this can also be delivered with a controller. So I'm curious if they send me one. And yeah, that's it. Like it's absolutely like bust up, a little bit of a bummer, because if you're like a box collector, it would be cool. And what you can see, there is no controller. They didn't give me one today. Alright, so we do get this very tiny pointless cable, micro USB for charging, and this very flimsy TV out cable. These things are like the cheap versions, and I must say, like, I can't help myself. I need to get them just to see what are we going to get. Yeah, so when it comes to the size, oh, by the way, like, there's something I just need to show you. Like, when you're looking at the manual, you can see the manual is clearly for an auto model. So they're just really using manuals, the toilet paper manuals, like always. So when it comes to these devices, it's also like a gamble, like what are we going to get. In the inside, we're going to get ourselves the BL5C, or old school Nokia battery. I'm happy that they are also using this, because they can very easy be found and replaced if needed. So the design itself, I personally really like it, the design. We do have the on and off switch over here. And oh yeah, we're going to get ourselves the Final Fight tune. Oh, they put the English language on second. Start, select, volume. So the speaker itself, it's inside, so it's not like placed up front or something. Ah, here we can see it over here. So they did leave some space in here so to get the audio out. Would not even fine. First time they basically messed it up. There's a reset button. So that's basically what you're going to get. And also when you reset it, you're going to reset the audio. So we do have the 520 in one. And so it's not like you're going to get actually 520 games. That's just a fact. So the first list you can already see, like, there's a lot of homebrew stuff on this. And when you go to further the list, you can see some homebrew, some weird games. I'm not talking about the games that we've seen before on like mini arcades I've reviewed. No, like the really weird stuff. Oh, the audio. Like the audio is completely messed up when you crank up the volume. We do have 3 settings. Let's leave it on number 2. But it's highly possible we're going to see like double games, because there's something they're still doing for back in the day. But shall we try out a couple of ones just to see how good the overall quality is, because also that is an issue. Same like with the freaking like audio. They put a level 3 on it, but it's absolutely garbage. It's basically destroying the freaking internal speaker. Alright, so let's take a close look at some games, because I'm curious now. Alright, so let's take a close look at some games. So the first thing I'm noticing, like the display is not the worst quality I've ever seen. Like it's like the okay quality. So let's take a close look at this game. They ported the Angry Birds from Android to an 8-bit. You can even buy this thing on cartridge. Seriously, like they also put it on homebrew games. Oh, that sound. It's awful. Ha, got the second one. But this thing is filled with homebrew games. And personally, some of them are pretty damn cool. Okay, so another classic one. Okay, that sounds weird. Wow, that sounds really weird. Okay, so these are the normal buttons, jump and of course slicing, and these are the turbo ones. You can hear like the audio is completely messed up. But I can really enjoy it, absolutely. Alright, the game that I always want to try out is Kung Fu X. So, and the reason why, because when you want to try the D-pad, sometimes you need to move forward and basically like jumping. You can see like I do have some struggles with it, but it seems to be working. And I love the cheesy freaking turbo button. It makes this game so much easier to play. So when overall, when you're looking at this game, it runs very well. And I think it's pretty damn cool. It's playable, good D-pad. They keep coming! Oh! The downside to this device is that when you're holding it, most of the time your fingers will cover up the audio. So there's a little bit of a design flaw. If they lower it or put it underneath or like somewhere else, it would be so much better. So let's plug this thing in. I just want to see how the TV out works. Funny thing is like, and I find it really funny, it's like when you're buying an, let's say, fish one from some brands in my local shops, you also have the 8-bit ones with homebrew, but they don't have TV out. And all of those, or most Chinese ones, does. So let's try it out. Alright, so everything has been plugged in. The only downside is this cable is very short. So the idea behind this is that you can just plug it in and use it with a second controller. So you basically have like an 8-bit game system or game box, like the box says, or game console on the go. I think it's pretty damn cool, the idea behind it. We've seen it many times before. The audio or the visual quality, everything is like the same way we've seen before. The volume control cannot be adjusted with the button on here, so we need to adjust the television. So yeah, but the idea behind it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, the image is stretched, so we need to mess around with the television settings to get it to the 4:3 aspect ratio. So when it comes to this, it's pretty damn cool that it works. Alright, so let's do a quick teardown just to see what is the inside. So when it comes to the model and the design, I'm gonna say that I do really like it. So the design of this thing is pretty damn badass, and when you're looking at the overall quality, when it comes to the controls and etc, it comes with a very nice battery, like a normal one. We also have like the 8-bits, and they're still selling them with these old Game Boy SP batteries. They are not that great, and this is absolutely like an improvement. So yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer that you not like have the option to hack yourself some games. That would be so cool, and we have some more different options. So teardowning and fixing, I'm just doing teardowns for you, for my Wicked family. Oh, and if you don't know what's a Wicked family, that are the people who subscribe to my channel. So consider that if you want to become one of the Wicked family, or like Mario says, Wicked family. So here you have like the back shell. So let's take a close look in here. Most of them will use the same speaker, and they even glued it on here, so that's a good thing. So construction wise, also I personally really like it, using these very cheap PCBs, single layers. Let's remove that one too. Let's remove this over here. And yeah, they're using the cheaper like translucent membranes, but then overall they play very nice. Okay, so let's take a close look at this one over here. So I'm really curious for mainly like how or when, or best like when is this thing made? Like is there any option on here? So there is no option to find it out, or there is no way of finding it anyway out. Because there is no freaking way. Like we have like the black blob like always, that contains a lot of, but this is like NES on a chip. Stuff that we have seen many times before. Let's be very gentle with the ribbon cable, because these things are very fragile. There's no like real good information on here that makes any sense to me. I can do some extra searching on it, but most of the time when you're looking at these weird numbers, you cannot find anything, so that's not a no-go. So that's it, like that's the only thing that we're going to get in the inside. And yeah, I think it's still very fascinating to see that they can make this for the money. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to get with this new model. A new year, a new invasion of handhelds, and yep, they are doing the same thing all over again, or kinda. The reason why I'm saying kinda, they did improve the shell, they did improve this nice looking LCD display. It doesn't have like the best perfect view angle, but in overall it is way better than I've seen like with the previous models. And I'm talking about all the years I've reviewed it. TV out function pretty damn cool. It would be cool to test it out like the micro USB with the control, but unfortunate I didn't get one. And I think I ordered one, but I just didn't get one. The D-pad plays very nice, so in overall it's pretty damn cool 8-bit little mean machine. Yeah, and overall it's the same stuff for the people, especially the Wicked family, who subscribe to the channel, because they have seen many of these things by me reviewing it. I want to thank you for watching. Become one of the Wicked family by subscribing, hit the little bell, and it would be just great to see you in the next video.